Alright, in this video I'm going to get us connected up on the M5Stack Timer Camera X to Visual Studio Code using Platformio. So hopefully, when I did this I actually ran into quite a few more issues than I thought I would, and so I'm going to try to document those issues a little bit as we go, and you know, that way there I can share information. So alright, so we're going to go into Platformio, create a new project. Under the new project, I'll just call it Timer Cam X2, because I had one of those earlier today. Select the board, M5 for M5Stack. Go down to get the timer cam board and hit finish. And let that build out for a second. While that's doing that, I'm going to open up another. I'm opening up a web page on the other screen so that I can show you some of the things that I ran into in documentation and libraries issues and whatever else that went on. So okay, so we got the camera here. We've got under source, got main basic file there. We're still building out the Platformio there at the bottom, so that's fine. Okay. Still doing its thing. It's almost there, I think. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is just compile the basic project here, make sure that everything works, right? So we're going to do that and let it run through. There's some garbage characters there. And we're going to go through and build the basic stuff out. So this video is probably going to end up being a little bit long just on the compile time, to be honest, as my machine's not the fastest, but I'll try to pause it here and every now and again to save a little bit of time. So alright, so we built out, it completes, and there we go. Alright, so now I want to, my camera's plugged in, it's on COM port 7, and so what I want to go ahead and do is, hey, can I write this out to the camera? And you know, when I first did this earlier today, I was surprised when it didn't connect and didn't allow it to build out, and you got this error too. And so it took me a little bit of trial and error to find out what was causing it. But what it turns out to be is you have to inform the Platformio that you want to build this out at a particular speed. And so what I'm going to do is go to the Platformio INI, and I'm going to add 2 lines of code here. One is monitor speed, set it up to where it's using a particular speed, and then also for the upload speed. I'm going to go ahead and save that file. And now when we go out here, we'll let that complete, and we'll build it out and see if it writes to the... Oh, I hit the wrong button. Doggone it. So I guess I hit the correct button after all. But anyway, you can see it builds out here with that upload speed in there, and that's great. Alright, so that was one of the problems I ran into. Second problem was this. Well, this is a camera, and so I want to go ahead and include the M5Stack Timer Camera Library. And so let's go over here to Platform. We're going to go to Libraries, and we're going to need to put in the library we want to search for. Okay, there it is. And so we get this timer camera library, and I'm going to click on that. I'm going to add it to the project. This is timer camera 2, so let's go down here. See if I can, there it is. And let's go ahead and add it. Alright, so now we're going to go here and go back up to our code file. Go, let this build out the rest of the way. Pause that for a second. Oh, it's done. Alright, good. Alright, so now I'm going back to our code that we had, and I'm going to go ahead and compile it. And you would think, hey, we just compiled this a minute ago, everything should be fine, right? Well, maybe not so fast. What I discovered is when I added this timer library in, I suddenly had a bunch of build errors because the wire H file was missing, and there's some other errors in here for SPI and other things that I would have thought would be included in a library and it should function. Well, no, not so fast. And so after a while, I figured out, well, wait a second, I need to update this to have it have the wire H library in the code. So let me get that real quick. Copy that over so I don't have to mess it up when I type it. And so what I discovered was there was a few things I needed to do. And they were to include a couple libraries here. So I'm going to do that. Alright. And let's go ahead and compile this again now. With any luck, this will compile fully. Not so fast. Still have issues, right? The wire H. Why is that? So let's look at the Platformio. There we go. Right. So this was all confusing to me, right? So then I said, well, let me try a couple other things, right? So I went out and looked at the website for Platformio, and their the M5Stack camera installation for the, am I missing something or what, right? Well, they said include this camera class H, right? So I went ahead and copied that. I put this over here, and all right, and let's go ahead and, oh well, wait a second, it's not there. So we can go up here and we can look through all the libraries and everything, but it's not in here. All right. And so what I discovered was if we go down and we look at the examples down here, and we pretty much select any of them, I think, get that INI file there, the name of the file's changed. Well, so when I copy that across and go back down to the main file here, and let's kill that camera code. Well, so it was really kind of frustrating that the file name changed. They didn't update it in the documentation, and so here I am trying to figure this thing out and going around in circles, right? So let's see if this solves our problem. Let it build out. I guess what's really frustrating is you get a number of different problems from different directions, and it just is difficult to navigate your way through all these things, right? When all you want to do is program your board, and so you're sitting there going through all these. And so maybe this helps somebody be able to figure out what I have to do to solve these various problems as they start popping up, that's the hope. So I think after this one goes through, I think we should be good to go. Just let it build out all the way. I'm hoping we're good to go at least. Let's pause it for a second. Alright. So it successfully built the image out. So all of our issues on all the failed libraries seem to be rectified. Let's go ahead and make sure we can write to the device. Again, there's no real code here, but we'll let it run its course. Alright, and so it's writing out to the device. Fantastic. Now, alright, so I got my camera. What can I do with it? One of the nice things is when you bring that library in, if you go up here under the PIO directory and then go down to your libraries, your library dependencies that you added in, you got the timer camera library, and they have a few examples in here, right? So you can try a few things along the way. Go ahead and open up this INI file here, INO file rather, and go here. I'm just going to grab all that garbage there, copy it out, and so now I'm just going to update our main script with that information. I'm going to leave those libraries in there, so do that. I don't need to duplicate that one, so let's take that out and let's run it. See what happens. Alright, so it built out successfully and it should be running. Let's go to serial monitor, see if there's anything out there on that. There we go. So we're getting to various pic sizes based on what it's seeing at the moment. So that's all that code does. And so we are actually running our camera and it's capturing images with size. So there we go. I guess that'll be it for this video. Hopefully this helps you.